The Minnesota Vikings had the most draft picks in the 2020 NFL Draft, 15 in total. What's interesting is that 9 went to the defensive side of the ball, 5 of which were in the secondary. Minnesota also spent another 3 of their 6 offensive selections along the offensive line. They got a good developmental lineman in round 7 and Kyle Hinton out of Washburn, and grabbing Ezra Cleveland of Boise State in round 2 was a really good selection in my opinion, as he gives them a player with starting potential in 2020. Now, with the first of their 2 picks in round 1, the Vikings made the versatile wideout Justin Jefferson out of LSU the selection. He can legitimately play any one of the 3 to 4 wide receiver spots, and also has very good body control and acceleration and a good understanding of how to attack leverage and zone coverage. He's going to be a year 1 impact player for this Vikings offense. And I briefly mentioned the 5 picks that went to the secondary, and going back to that, you like how Minnesota wants to strengthen that part of their defense. Cornerback Jeff Gladney out of TCU has superior quickness and agility and will thrive as a slot corner. Cameron Dantzler out of Mississippi State is a really good lengthy corner that still has upside potential. I think his best place is on the boundary side of the field. He does a really good job of closing windows in the passing game because of his length. He fits the MO of what Mike Zimmer likes in his cornerbacks. And Josh Metellus out of Michigan, I thought was phenomenal on tape. He's a terrific football player that plays strong safety how you would expect every strong safety to play it. I also like the fact that he consistently takes great angles to the ball carrier, does a great job in staying gap sound, and is a very good blitzer. So I think you'll see him initially be a core special teamer before working himself into the lineup regularly. Defensive lineman James Lynch out of Baylor has the versatility to play across the defensive line. I like his ball get off, and he really puts an offensive lineman in a bind because of that explosiveness he has off the snap. Minnesota continued to address his secondary by signing some really good undrafted rookie free agents. Nevelle Clarke out of UCF shows the ability to bait quarterbacks into bad decisions when he's in zone coverage. Now, when he's in man coverage, he can turn and run with receivers, and like Cameron Dantzler, he can use that length he has to shrink passing windows, making completions a challenge on his side of the field. Free safety Miles Dorn out of North Carolina has great closing speed to the ball carrier. In the run game, I think he gets good run fits. He's just a very good run defender as a whole. And in coverage, and in some cases within the run game, he plays with length. He's able to chase down the away run and can cloudy up windows in the passing game because of it. He's also not bad in one-on-one coverage. I thought Courtney Davis out of Texas A&M had a really good week down at the Reese's Senior Bowl. He's got the type of hands to make any catch on the field. He's a consistently solid route runner, has pretty good versatility, having valuable experience in playing both inside and outside. Nakia Griffin-Stewart out of Pitt was excellent at the College Gridiron Showcase this past January. He just knows how to get himself open in one-on-one situations. He's also an above-average blocker as well, and parlayed that College Gridiron Showcase performance into an invite to the Tropical Bowl All-Star Game the following week, where he also performed really well. Another Tropical Bowl standout was wide receiver Dan Chisena out of Penn State, who ended up winning MVP of the game because of his 2-touchdown performance. He was a track star at Penn State, only played 2 years of football, mainly on special teams. So when you look at his speed, his separation, and his ability to track the football, it definitely gives him a shot to make this squad. I think he will be an interesting one to watch in training camp because he has a super high ceiling. I gave the Vikings a B+ for their draft. It's hard to make do with 15 picks, but they found a way to get it done. I really liked how they attacked the secondary, more so in particular the cornerback position, and coming away with the day 1 starter in wide receiver Justin Jefferson. Also, when you look at players like Troy Dye, Harrison Hand, and Kenny Willekes out of Michigan State, they should help strengthen both the depth on this team and the special teams units as a whole.